Okay, so let's talk about one of my least favourite things to see on resumes. I'm talking about how people rate their skills, and there are different ways of doing it. Some people use those words like I'm proficient in this, or excellent, outstanding, professional, all these different words they use for to rate their level of proficiency in a particular skill, like React or like Node or like, a programming language or a library. The other way of doing it is obviously with a graph or bar chart of some kind. So people think it's this very quick demonstration that they're really good at these things. But I want you for a second just to pretend you're the recruiter looking at this profile, and you've probably got hundreds of profiles to go through. So you have to wear a very negative hat. You're looking at everyone's profile, trying to find faults so that you can filter some people out, just because you can't interview everybody. So who are you going to interview? You need to find a fault. So what you're effectively doing when you put up one of these graphs, or you put up one of these charts that tells people what skills you're good at and what skills you're less good at, because people rarely say I'm terrible at this, but they just show it as being lesser in proficiency than the main skill that they're trying to push forward. But certainly when people are junior, they're saying, oh, I'm great at HTML and I'm great at CSS learning, or 5 out of 10 in React, and you're applying for a React job. You're just telling the recruiter, I'm not confident about my skills in React, so you shouldn't be. And they go, great, thanks for letting me know, I'll skip you. Because somebody else might have rated their skill in React as 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, or they used proficient where you put learning. So all you're giving them is ammunition, and this is not the time to be giving them reasons to skip over you. We want to make sure you get into the room so you can explain what you've been doing, how you're improving, and where you're at with your learning. But you're not going to get that chance to explain it if you just tell them, I'm not good at this. And that's what those charts do. So please, pretty please, with sugar on top, don't rate skills. List the skills you've got and let them find out how good you are. That's their job after all. And one could argue it's kind of subjective. You might be thinking, I'm really not great at TypeScript. And they're, interviewing lots of people, and they're going, well, maybe not, but you're better than everybody else we saw. So why talk about yourself negatively? It's actually a positive. So skip the rating of your skills, and we'll move on to the next one.